So during these pandemic times, and now apparently the post-pandemic time, often people are referring to it now as an endemic, many of us have been forced to change our habits. And many have perhaps realized that they really struggled. You know, I know people that said, well, I can't wait to be able to go back to the cafes, to go back to the cinemas, to go back to the commute, to go back to the busy lifestyle I had, to go back to doing things out there. Now, whilst there may well be some very valuable things that you now are grateful you can do again, I think these last 2 years, for those of us who are more open and aware, it's been a real opportunity for us to look within ourselves and find out actually what we do and don't like. And maybe even realize that some of the things we used to do, maybe even became addicted to, like, you know, shopping or just busyness, were running away. I was reading a great book, a development book for men recently, and it said one of the essential things that any guy should do is go off on a retreat. Not a social retreat, not the kind of retreat where there's a lot of social activity, but to go off and spend 2, 3, 4 weeks in isolation, getting used to being alone, getting used to just being rather than doing. Go off grid, if you like, and cut out the busyness of the phones and the interaction. And I know that's not possible for all of us, and often it feels a little unrealistic to do that. But in a sense, that's what some of the lockdowns and periods of isolation that the last 2 years or so has given us. It's kind of forced us to go more into retreat. And that's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and come out with some clear realizations about maybe some of the old habits and routines that we had that weren't really serving us. We were either doing them because we were supposed to, we had to, we felt pressure to, or they were just helping us to run away from some of our challenges, our traumas, and things that are a little bit uncomfortable for people to look at. Sometimes it's easier to avoid, all right? So I see the last year and a half, 2 years has been a real opportunity for people. If you've been open to it, if you've reflected on it, if you've learned from it, I would encourage you to think, what did you get from that valuable time? That time that created change for you, I, and others. I'm off to be grateful for that. How about you?